Hi guys, welcome back to another flow, and today is going to be all hands free. So good if you're dealing with any wrist injuries, shoulder injuries. We're not going to be bearing any weight on the hands at all. So let's start standing and get straight into it. So come into the top edge of your mat, bring the big toes to touch, and then pick up all 10 toes off the mat and fan them out really wide. Good, and then placing them down one at a time, little toe, working your way in and then placing down that big toe. Awesome. Shifting the weight forwards into the toes, lift the heels and then replace the heels back down. So you're like re-grounding through the feet. Awesome. Have the arms by the side, a little light energy through the fingers, and close the eyes just for a moment. Stacking the heart over the hips and the head over the heart. And just take a moment to check in with how it feels to be standing still. You might find that you get a little sway from side to side as your body compensates and keeps you balanced. And just starting to bring your awareness to your natural flow of breath. So breathe in and out of the nose. With every inhale, watching that rise of the breath, the rise of the chest. And every exhale, feeling maybe a little more grounded, a little more relaxed through the shoulders. Awesome. Blinking the eyes open. Inhale, sweep the hands up and overhead. Look to those thumbs. And as you exhale, bring them to heart center. Let's do two more like this. Inhale, reaching the hands high. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach it on up. Gather up all that energy in your hands. And as you exhale, bring it back down. Wonderful. Inhale, reaching the hands high this time. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees for this first one. Head drops down, fingertips or palms to mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees or the shins, lengthen. And then as you exhale, fold, release the neck down. Inhale, rise all the way up, scoop those hands to the sky. Exhale, let's pour into a second round. Empty, empty, empty as you fold yourself in half. Inhale, halfway lift, making yourself into a little L shape. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Stretch those fingertips. And as you exhale, let's pour into our third and final round. Empty, empty, empty. Belly sucks in. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold. Inhale, press into those feet, strong in the legs. Lovely. As you exhale, bring hands to heart center. Wonderful. As you inhale, reaching your left knee in towards the sky, reach your hands into the air. And then as you exhale, finding your warrior three. So to make it more challenging, the hands can be out in front. You can bring your hands to heart center or behind. So whatever is best for your balance. Strong through that back leg. And then bend slowly into your standing leg. Drop those left toes behind you. Lovely. Inhale, sweep your hands high into the air. And then as you exhale, finding warrior two. So dropping the back heel, opening up the arms. Feel that opening through the front of the hip. Shoulders remain relaxed. Your hands can always pop onto your hips. If it's too much to hold your shoulders up today, that's cool. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reach forwards, reverse your warrior back. And then as you exhale, right elbow to right knee, top hand reaches up and over. Now, just be mindful that you don't dump too much weight into this shoulder and onto this knee. If you find that you're really dumping that weight in there, hover it off your knee. It's a little bit more challenging through the legs, but if you have got any shoulder issues that you don't want to bear any weight onto those shoulders, just be mindful of that. Look up towards that top hand if that's comfortable for the neck. Keeping that breath nice and calm in and out of the nose. Take a breath in. Exhale, look on down. Inhale, we're going to come back to high lunge. So sweeping this top hand behind you, spin on the back toes, reaching those hands high overhead, finding your high lunge. Lovely. From here, Bringing the hands behind. You can either interlace the fingers behind you, this is an option, or maybe we grab opposite elbows behind. So interlace or the opposite elbows, yogi's choice. Proud chest, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, leaning forwards, we're gonna come back to warrior three with this arm variation. So see if you can launch yourself off as gracefully as you can. Now with our hands behind us, it encourages us to squeeze the shoulder blades together and keep the heart a little more lifted and open. Good, with control, bringing that left knee back into the chest, reach the hands up and overhead. And as you exhale, feet together, hands to heart center. Awesome, let's do the same on the right. Inhale, sweep those the hands high, your right knee in towards the chest. Ooh, find your balance here. And then exhaling into your warrior three, hands out in front, at the heart or behind. Good, keep that back leg really strong and energized. Nice and slowly bend into your standing leg, dropping those right toes behind you. Good, floating the hands high on your in-breath. And as you exhale, we find warrior two. Drop the back heel, open up the arms. Decide what we want to do with the arms. You don't have to have them out in front, but strong through your foundations. Good, flip your front palm. Inhale, reach forwards, reverse. And then as you exhale, left elbow to left knee, top hand reaches up and over, looking towards that top hand, palm down towards the earth. Check in that we're not dumping too much weight into this shoulder. Hover the elbow, maybe just like a millimeter off, or maybe it's just a light touch. You'll know for yourself if you're dumping weight into that elbow or not. And then breathing into the side stretch. Relax through the jaw. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, look on down. Inhale to high lunge, so sweeping that top hand behind. Sweep it over, spin on those back toes, high lunge position. Good, exhale, taking the hands behind, maybe interlacing, maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Good, draw the belly in, keep your center really strong. We often use our arms for balance quite a lot, so this makes it a little bit more challenging. Good, shifting the weight forwards, really find that left foot, and then when you're ready, taking off as gracefully as you can into your warrior three. Good, squeeze shoulder blades together, heart is lifted, and then slowly bringing that right knee in towards the chest. Sweep the hands overhead. Exhale, foot comes down, hands to heart center. Lovely. Bring your feet together if they aren't already, big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep the hands up, sink the bum low. We're coming into chair pose. So see if you can get really comfortable in your seat. If it's too much to have the hands up, again, you can always bring hands to hips. You're still working that lower body. Squeezing the knees together. Make sure you can see your big toe. If you can't, shift the weight back. Good, soft through the jaw as well. Lovely. Very nice, everyone. From here, we're going to shift the weight onto the toes. Your hands can come up for support if you need. And then we're going to slowly, slowly lower down to sit onto our heels. Wonderful. Pushing the heels together, take your knees out wide. I'll demonstrate from the front. So your heels are together, your knees are out wide. And then your hands can rest lightly on the floor. Maybe some of us can round the back. Bring the forearms down, let the head drop down. Should feel nice through the groin area. You might get a stretch through the calves and the ankles. Let's see if you can enjoy that nice rounding of the spine here. Lovely. Inhale, come on up. You can use your hands if you wish, or see if you can come up without using the hands. Nice. And then slowly bringing the hands to the hips. You're going to drop one knee down and then the other. So we're in this kind of wide-legged toe stretch. Inhale, reach the hands high overhead. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down. Reach your left fingertips up and over. Side stretch. Lovely. Inhale, reaching both hands high. Engage through the core. Exhale, left fingertips pop down. as you stretch through that right hand side. So getting a nice stretch for the feet as well. Lovely. Inhale, reaching both hands high. Let's take a little twist. So bringing your left hand across, maybe you can grab for your thigh. With your right hand, you can wrap it all the way around your back and grab for your inner thigh or like your t-shirt or something to grab hold of. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to twist a little more. Nice. Inhale, unwind, reach the hands high. Reset. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Bring your left hand behind. Grab your t-shirt, the top of your leggings. Now keep your chin parallel with the floor. If you look down, you get like a pull on the back of the neck. So chin is parallel with the floor, head is lifted. Lovely. Inhale, reaching the hands high overhead. And as you exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome. So you can use your hands a little bit if you want here. Otherwise, zip up through your core, lift your pelvic floor. So make this center strong. We're going to lift one knee and then the other, and then close up the knee. So it's a little bit of a balancing act. Practice it. Practice it like even when you're not practicing yoga, just have a little practice of like lifting those knees. I'll demonstrate that again. So you start kind of like this, zip up through the core, lift one knee, and then lift the other knee. Good. Bring your arms out for a little bit of balance. We're going to slowly roll over our feet, dropping our sitting bones down, toes off the mat into a Navasana boat pose. I have a tutorial on this boat pose if you would like a little bit more explanation, but priority one is keeping our spine nice and straight. So squeeze shoulder blades together. Imagine you were holding a pencil in between those shoulder blades. Big breath in, lift the heart. Smile. And as you exhale, you're going to cross your right leg over your left, just like you were sitting at a desk or a chair. And then you're going to land the outside edges of your feet down. So into a shoelace legs. If this is too much for anyone, keep your top leg where it is, but straighten out the bottom leg. So this is also an option. But if you can keep your legs like this with both sitting bones grounded, totally do. Bring your hands to your feet, sit tall. And then as you exhale, melt the body forward. So your belly relaxes onto your thighs. You can switch where your hands are if you wish. And we're stretching through our outer hip. So through that balancing poses, it's good to stretch out that outer hip. Relax through the neck and the shoulders. It's quite a sinewy stretch. It's kind of one that we don't do so often. Like everyone knows what a hamstring stretch feels like, or a quad stretch. But this one is kind of like quite a different corner of the body that we don't really pay attention to. Nice, keeping the breath nice and calm. Good, and then as you inhale, come on up. Reach the hands up and overhead, sit tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist to your right. So you're going to twist into your top leg, looking behind, draw belly button in. Lovely. As you inhale, come back through center, reach the hands out in front, lifting up the knees, use the strength of your very strong core, unwrap the legs, Navasana, boat pose. Good, big breath. Cross your left leg over your right, and then landing your legs down, so the little toe edge of the foot is down. Remember, you can always straighten out the bottom leg. Otherwise, sit tall, hands to feet. And then come on forwards. Now, for some of us, just a couple of millimeters leaning forwards is enough. Stay here. Maybe you want to go a little bit further, but further or deeper doesn't necessarily mean better. So just be mindful that you're not kind of tricking yourself with that dialogue. You're perfect. You're exactly where you need to be. Maybe even closing the eyes and focusing on the sensation happening through the outer hip. Has that caused tension to gather up in other areas of the body? Maybe the fingers and toes. Let it go. As you inhale, slowly come on up. Reach the hands high overhead. And then you're going to twist to the left. So you're twisting into the top leg, looking behind. You might get a little bit further with your twist now. Draw your belly in. Lovely. Inhale, reaching the hands high, unwind. And then as you exhale, bring your hands out in front. Suck your tummy in, lifting the legs up. Unravel them back into your boat pose. Nice, proud and open chest. Lovely. We're going to come down onto our back from here. So take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly, slowly begin to straighten out the legs. Place the lower back down first. And come on down. Whew, well done. Bringing your feet a little bit closer to your heels. So make sure you can brush your heel with your middle finger. Now to completely take it out of our wrists, we're going to reach the hands up and overhead. Imagine you were holding like a ball in front of you. And keep light energy through the fingertips. As you inhale, press into the feet. Lift the bum, lifting the chest, resting onto the back of the shoulder. And then think about pushing your knees forwards and holding something in between the knees. So this is going to activate your inner thigh. Really find your heel bone here. Really press it down to rise up. Lovely. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly articulate the spine down. Good. Taking the arms out into a cactus shape. Relax the fingers and toes. Good. Heel toe your feet to the outside edges of your mat. So you're in like a wide posture, wide-footed posture. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, allow both knees to drop to the left. See if you can allow the knees to be super, super heavy. Breathing here. Just allowing that breath to move through any resistance or tightness. Lovely. Inhale, bringing the knees through center, letting them drop over to the opposite side. Just allow the knees to be heavy, so it might take a couple of breaths just to teach yourself to relax and let go. Sometimes that's the hardest part of yoga for some of us. It's the letting go, it's the learning to relax that a lot of people struggle with. Lovely. As you inhale, bringing the knees back through the middle, then bringing them in towards the chest or towards the armpits if that feels good. And then let's begin to make some circles or like little half circles, whatever feels good on your lower back. Just keep the arms nice and relaxed so they don't need to do any work whatsoever. You might find you're a little bit kind of wobbly, but you might kind of enjoy that. You kind of get a little bit of a massage for like the upper bum cheek area as well. It might feel kind of good. Massage into the kidneys, lower back. Ah, lovely. Good. And then bringing the hands onto the back of the knees. We're going to rock and roll up and down the length of the spine just a couple of times. Chin to chest. Just starting to like wake up the spine. Refreshing ourselves after our yoga practice. The head back out into the day. And then on your next time, coming to find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you today. Relax the hands, relax the shoulders. Comfortably find a seat. Close off the eyes. And just notice how you feel now. Notice how the upper body feels. Notice how the lower body feels. Then bringing your hands together at heart center. Bowing the head to the heart. Thank yourself for carving out a little bit of time in your day to look after both your body and your mind. Blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for this hands-free flow. I really hope you enjoyed it. I actually have another one of these flows. I'll link it down below. So if you're looking for hands-free stuff, I will do some more. Just let me know if you want to see more. I'll see you tomorrow for another flow. Bye.